Jordan to kick out the open.
We're back with more KBA action on Elite Four TV. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action, and we're in the Game 3s of the season. This one being contested between the Rock Tunnel Gravelers and the Lavender Town Cubones. A great matchup today. Sees multiple of the league's leaders facing off, including the leading scorer and the leading rebounder. Oddish leading the way for the Gravelers, leading scorer in the KBA, 19 points a game, shooting 50% from the field, 50% from three, just gets it done. Sandslash had a great game last game in their first win of the season, 10.5 points, 3.5 boards, 3.5 assists, kind of a do-it-all kind of player, also shooting 77% from the field. Treecko's had a rough start to the season, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, on 30% shooting from the field, also out there as well. We take a look and we see Swampert. Swampert is averaging 6.5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. 0.5 blocks, 33% shooting. Their bigs haven't been really as strong, and that's really their weak point this season. Coach Riley Freeman leading the way. And, you know, it was an interesting decision when they hired Riley Freeman. But here at Graveler's Cave, the fans seem to love him. As long as he doesn't ask to borrow a fry, I guess. Starting lineup for the Cubones. Umbreon out there with Greninja, Haunter, Marowak, and Ursaring. Ursaring, the leading rebounder in the KBA, and has honestly been arguably the top defender in the entire league. May not be there in terms of numbers, but in terms of impact, Ursaring has been outstanding. Ursaring and Snorlax taking the opening tip-off, and Ursaring obviously wins that because Snorlax can't jump. Umbreon takes it. Umbreon's got 13.5 points a game, having a great start. What a point guard matchup this is between Umbreon and Oddish. Haunter takes it inside, will go to work right away and puts it in. Gets it to fall. Nice finish from Haunter early on. As mentioned, coming into both teams 1-1, Rock Tunnel. Coming off a victory 59-57 over Team Rocket as a missed shot comes from Rock Tunnel. Marowak on the other side is going to draw the foul against Swampert. Anyways, as I was saying, Rock Tunnel come off a 59-57 victory over Team Rocket. Sandslash was big in that game. Their opener, they lost. To Lake of Rage, 58-57, so really a +1 differential. So close in 2 games so far. Lavender Town lost by 7 in their opener when they were against the Saffron Kicks. As Marowak's going to hit the first free throw. Apologies as I continue. It was an opener loss. And then a win over Mushroom Kingdom. Ursaring being the player of the game in that one. Marowak's going to hit both free throws. It's 4-0 Lavender Town. Here's Oddish. Quick pass to Swampert. Swampert to Sandslash on the outside. Defended by Haunter. Swampert swings it over to Oddish. Oddish got to get going early. He's going to take the long 2. Gets it to fall. And that's what we've seen out of Oddish all season. 19 points a game, as mentioned, leading scorer in the entire KBA. Easily a first-team All-KBA at the moment. Leading by a point per game over Frieza in terms of the scoring race. Umbreon ranks 7th in scoring this season as their leading scorer, 13.5 a game. Umbreon going to go to work, step back, mid-range. That's good. Umbreon's on the board with its first points. Swampert with it. Rock Tunnel. A very deceiving name. You'd expect a lot of them to be rock types, but in all honesty, it's a lot of grass and water types. A lot of Pokemon that are strong against against rock types. It's Treecko's going to hit that mid-range shot. Treecko, as mentioned, averaging only 3 points a game. Important to get involved. Umbreon with the turnover off the bad pass. Treecko sends it long range up to Oddish. Oddish is going to drive, draw the foul, and get it to go. Oddish with a good finish. And continuing to perform right where it left off. Oddish had 16 points in the win. It's Coach Prince watching Lavender Town. And a chance to take the lead for Rock Tunnel.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Oddish had 22 in the opener. That still remains the highest point total of the season. Gonna get it to go. It's 5 points already for Oddish. Here's Greninja. Finds Umbreon. Umbreon's gonna launch it from 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Swampert. Swampert's gonna take it out. Give it to Oddish. Oddish back to Swampert just outside the paint. Defended by Marowak. Swampert finds Sandslash. Back to Swampert. Swampert to Oddish. Oddish gets a screen. Oddish is going to pull up. Let one fly. Doesn't fall. Rebound. Swampert. He can't get that to go. He was either blocked or rebounded quite easily. Other way. Umbreon. The reverse. Doesn't fall. Treecko there to get in the way. Treecko finds Oddish. Oddish is going to pull up on the fast break from 3. That won't fall. Rebounded by Ursaring. Greninja. With it. Greninja's going to be stripped of the ball briefly. Gets it right back. Treecko, strong hands there. Quick hands. Marowak's going to try to pass. That's a bad pass. It's a turnover. Sandslash. Some sloppy play so far from really both sides. Sandslash is going to try to put one over. That's blocked by Ursaring. Mentioning Ursaring on the defensive end has been outstanding. Top 3 in terms of favorites for DPOY this season. Here's Haunter. Haunter's going to send it inside to Umbreon. Umbreon to Marowak. Back to Umbreon. Umbreon turnaround. Jumper. No good. Rebounded by Swampert. More than halfway through the first. Only 13 total points have been scored. I bet the average is about 60 points a game. So both teams really a bit rusty early on. Swampert shot. Doesn't fall. He took that one over Haunter. Haunter's going to grab the rebound. Haunter blazing up the court. Defended by Oddish. Swings it inside. Greninja fakes a few times. It's water starter against water starter. And Swampert wins that one. But the rebound picked up by Ursaring and put in. Ursaring, great work staying on that.
Timeout, Cleveland.
A timeout called by the Gravelers. Though, as Lavender Town with an 8-7 lead. It's close as heck, and we take a moment to admire the court of Rock Tunnel. Really sets the mood, sets the atmosphere. As we see some bench players coming on. Onyx, Crystal Onyx, had a great game in their previous matchup. Was really outstanding off the bench. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks as well. 2 for 4 shooting. Strong performance from the bench player. Hitmon top with Rubazilla on the outside. Both teams going in their bench quite quickly. Shiny Geodude, quick pass. Hitmon top to Onyx. Onyx to Shiny Geodude. Swings it for Treecko for 3. Good! Treecko's got 5, already beating his season average. Kadabra on the other side is a little spin move. Kadabra working, blocked by Onyx. Rebound Treecko, fast break the other way. Treecko gonna go up for it, gets it to fall. Treecko got 7, and their grass backcourt has combined for 12 points so far. I didn't know grass was strong against theoretical ghost types, but that seems to be the case right now. Haunter, other side, gets it to fall. Haunter's second bucket of the game, and the Cubones shooting 44% from the field. Gravelers shooting 50%. In the final minute of the first quarter, Hitmon top. Finds Swampert. Swampert posts up against Marowak. Inside, Onyx wide open, blocked by Ursaring. Rebound picked up by Lavender Town. Here's Kadabra. Other way. Finishes with the lay-in around Treecko and Kadabra's got its first bucket of the game. We are even at 12 late in the first quarter. Hitmontop. It's going to be an illegal screen called against Crystal Onyx. Kadabra can't believe it. Once running this one, averaging 5 points a game, already 4 in the first quarter. Here's Kadabra with Treecko all over it. Rubizilla's going to pull up from 3. That's good! Rubizilla averaging 3.5 points a game, shooting 50% from downtown. Increasing that number. Treecko going to work on the other side. Turns, swings it outside to Shiny Geodude. No shot clock. It's going to find Treecko. Swampert. Hitmontop to Treecko, who goes to the opposite side of the court. Treecko inside to Onyx. Posts up. 3 seconds left. Crystal Onyx over Ursaring. Doesn't fall. Remounted by Ursaring. And that'll do it for the opening quarter. 15-12. Lavender Town with the lead. We're already back and forth in this first quarter. You don't want to miss the rest of this. Stick around. Welcome back inside Graveler's Cave. We're through one quarter of action in KBA on Elite 4 TV. And the Lavender Town Cubones with a 15-12 lead over the Rock Tunnel Gravelers. Curtis Coleman bringing you the call. These teams both entering this one 1-1 on the season. And as mentioned, Oddish and Treecko combining for 12 points in the opening quarter, the entirety of their team's points. Swampert with it. Swampert's got to get something going because the starters outside of the grass backcourt are struggling. Treecko's shot doesn't fall. That's rebounded by Ursaring. Danny Phantom's going to take it the other way. Slide through, fouled by Snorlax. And Phantom, not necessarily a Pokemon, but definitely would be a ghost type. So you don't really expect those two to clash much with Snorlax being a normal type, but Danny Phantom will head to the line. Phantom's averaging 2 points, 1 rebound. Half a steal and a block per game this season. First shot is good from Danny Phantom. As Coughing's going to enter the game. Out goes Treecko. Treecko's had a very pleasant start to this one. Entering this one, 6 total points on the season. Already raises scoring average by 1.3 points per game. Danny Phantom's second free throw. Makes the lead, 5 points. Lavender Town looking decent right now. Led by, not exactly sure what they're led by, just making more shots, I guess. Team play, perhaps. Snorlax posts up against Ursaring. Battle of normal types. Snorlax shot over Ursaring doesn't fall. And again, this is the effect that Ursaring brings to the table. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but Ursaring just causes misses. And that's what makes him such a threat on the defensive side. Snorlax is going to grab the rebound off the miss from Danny Phantom. Oddish rushes the other way. Breezes by everyone. Oddish, easy finish at the hoop. Oddish has 7 points. The rest of the team has 7 points. And the rest of the team, I mean Treecko. As mentioned, only 2 players have scored for Rock Tunnel right now. As an illegal screen against Ursaring, Swampert goes down hard. Hopefully it's okay. Perhaps it used strength on that play because, or takedown because that was a little rough. Coughing on the other side. Up against Alakazam. Oddish takes the feed for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Danny Phantom. Gliding up the court, finds a wide open Alakazam. Blocked by Coughing. What a block by the poison type. Going up against a psychic type. But Coughing gets the job done. Rejects that one. It'll remain Lavender Town ball, but a great play to save an easy 2 points. Kadabra to Rubizilla. 3, good. Rubizilla's got a game high, got a team high 6 points so far. Come a long way after such a poor start to the season. Poor opening game. is a timeout called by Rock Tunnel. Lavender Town looking great right now. They're up 6. And their starters are doing well. Their defense is doing well. A lot of teams, you'll see, either the starters or the bench are doing well, but they're just getting it done in every facet. Here comes Oddish, defended by Rubizilla. Rubizilla's on fire right now. Geodude. It's just regular Geodude, not the shiny one. It's got to be a bit of a morale lower, you know, just being called other Geodude. Coughing. Turnaround. Look at that shot! Dirk Nowitzki-esque, and it's a 3 as well. Falling backwards, Coughing. First non-grass type to score a point for Rock Tunnel. And Mr. Mime gets called for the illegal screen. Mr. Mime leads the league in steals. Well, he's going to get the turnover on that play. That won't go. Muck's got the rebound. Finds Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime takes it forward, sends it inside. Danny Phantom. Pushed off balance by Geodude. Good defense from the power forward. The floating rock man with muscles. Oddish. It's a crowd setting a screen. Oddish is going to let it fly. Won't fall. Rebounded by Phantom. Phantom's been great on the glass so far. Here's Kadabra. Lavender Town, one of the best rebounding teams in the entire KBA. Mentioned Ursaring 10 a game. Only player doing that. Rubizilla's shot won't fall. Phantom's in there for the rebound and banks it home. Danny Phantom off the bench. Do it all. Phantom's got 4. Here's Coughing. Finds Sandslash. Sandslash has been very quiet so far. Coughing on the outside, defended by Kadabra. Coughing with it. Coughing waiting. Coughing. Over Alakazam. That's good. Coughing's got 5 points. And again, top heavy. Pretty top heavy at this stage. 19 points from 3 players alone. Rubizilla hands it off to Kadabra, who circles around Rubizilla. Muck with it. Muck against Geodude. Going straight to the hoop. Fakes once and puts it in on the second go-round. Muck's got its first bucket of the game. Other side, Oddish with it. Defended by Rubizilla. He's going to find Coughing. Great work by Rubizilla in the second quarter. Like I said, just really improving over the course of the season. That shot misses. Rebounded by Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime takes the other way. Slows down a little bit. Sandslash on him. Mr. Mime dribbles to his left. And Sandslash called with the blocking foul. Got the shoulder in the way. A couple changes going to be made for both sides. Danny Phantom comes out after a great shift. Earning this one, by the way, Coughing, averaging 4.5 points, already at 5. 2 minutes to go in the opening half, and we're certainly not going to hit the 60 average or be at this rate. Mr. Mime finds Kadabra. Great defense by Coughing all over Kadabra. Kadabra gets a screen from Sandslash. Can't make the shot, though. It's rebounded by Muck. Mr. Mime for 3. Got it. Mr. Mime drains it. And now everyone except Greninja has a point on Lavender Town. Really spreading the ball out. Definition of team ball. Other side, Rock Tunnel. The opposite of team ball, really, or top heavy. Sandslash, finally, first bucket of the game for the 10.5 point per game averager. Entering this one, shooting 77% from the field, probably going to go down based on this first half. Rubizilla finds Marowak, wide open 3. That's no good. Rebound by Onyx. They're moving the ball up the court quickly. Sandslash takes it the other way. Can't bank that home. Rebounded by Marowak. Marowak, a little spin move just for style points, I guess. Kadabra against Coughing. Kadabra finds Rubizilla to Marowak. Marowak back to Rubizilla. He's going to drive. Set, go inside. The reverse doesn't fall. Great effort from Rubizilla. A solo effort to take it to the hoop. Onyx flings it up court to Sandslash. Sandslash is going to try a little pick and roll, but Onyx didn't find the right lane. Sandslash dribbling. Sandslash sends it outside. Geodude 3, no good. Rebound by Onix. He's wide open in front and banks it home. Pretty far out to take the shot, but does get it to go. No shot clock now. Kadabra with it. Final seconds ticking down to the opening half. Kadabra spin moves inside, draws the foul against Onix, and Kadabra will head to the line with 8 seconds left in the half. Kadabra 6 points a game this season, shooting 43% from the field. Good. First free throw good from Kadabra. Up to 3 points. There's a couple changes coming in for the final seconds of the opening half. As mentioned, won't fall. Final seconds. Onix drives. Got to put one up. Blocked by Marowak. And that'll do it for the opening half. The Lavender Town Cubones. An offensive display led by Ursaring and friends. And they lead this one 28-23 at the half. Stick around. We'll see if the Gravelers can turn things around in the second. Welcome back to Graveler's Cave. It's the Rock Tunnel Gravelers trailing the Lavender Town Cubones 28-23 at halftime. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for Elite Four TV. Both teams entering this one on their KBA seasons 1-1. And the Cubones have looked outstanding just as a team in the opening half. Everyone except one player on the team scoring a bucket. Meanwhile, only 4 players for the Gravelers scoring. Their team shooting 40% as a whole. We're underway in the second half. Coughing. Swampert. 3. Good. Swampert needed that one. That's their first bucket of the game. Swampert enters this one averaging 6.5 points a game. 3 boards, 2 assists. Umbreon on the other side. Nice screen set by Greninja. Marowak gets space. Is going to drain that 3. Lead up to 5. Marowak's up to 5 points on the game as well. It's in fact tied for a team high now. So that's kind of been their MO this game. They're really just getting everybody involved. Oddish, nice mid-range shot, and Swampert. So it's a nice screen. Oddish, leading scorer in the KBA, has 9 points in this one so far. Here's Umbreon on the other side. Quick pass to Marowak. Marowak against Swampert. 8 on the shot clock. Slowing things down a little. Marowak still dribbling. Drives now. Marowak's going to have to turn around in the paint. Puts one up. Gets it to fall. Nice shot from Marowak. Team's leading scorer. Entering this one averaging 7 points a game. He's got 7 in this one. That was after scoring no points in the opener. So Marowak, another player who's really stepped up in the last 2 games. A timeout called by the Gravelers. Make some subs. Back in action. Snorlax inbounding it. Finds Oddish. Oddish, Umbreon playing some tight defense. Pokes at that ball. Oddish gets it right back. Finds Snorlax. Snorlax to Sandslash. Back to Oddish. Oddish gets a little bit of room. Nice screen by Swampert. Oddish's shot won't fall. Rebound. Swampert inside. Gets it to go. Swampert's got 5 points. Umbreon, other side. Umbreon averaging 13.5 points a game entering this one. Scored most of their points in the second half in their previous game. And Marowak, player in the face, doesn't matter. Drains that 3. Marowak's got a game-high 10. Including 7 in the first 2 minutes of the third. Oddish to Swampert to Treecko. Treecko's having a decent start with 7 in the first half. Oddish gets it. Oddish gets a screen. 3. Bounces out. Rebounded by Ursaring. And that was the main difference in the opening half. The rebounding. Lavender Town out-rebounding by 7 over Rock Tunnel. And Umbreon with the finish over Oddish. Umbreon's got 4 points, as mentioned, averaging 13.5 a game. It's an 8-point lead for Lavender Town now. Swampert driving, cutting back, defended by Marowak's going to find Treecko. Treecko covered tightly by Greninja. Swampert's going to let that fly and drain it. Swampert's got 8 points, all in the third quarter. And so the power forward's really going at it now. Marowak with 7, Swampert with 8, and a steal by Treecko against Greninja. Grass has the advantage against water, obviously. Treecko takes it the other way. Can't finish. Good defense from Greninja despite losing the ball. Greninja gets it back. Greninja's going to fly down the court. Blocked by Swampert. Right in the way. Treecko finds Oddish. Blocked by Umbreon. And that's going to go out. Blocks on both sides of the court. As it's been a fast-paced third quarter. Geodude. Pass it off to Treecko. Treecko over Greninja. Greninja no with the type disadvantage. Tried to take the charge. Not going to get it. Graveler shooting 44% from the field. Now the Cubones up to 52%, which is pretty solid, but it doesn't really feel like it, does it? Here's Phantom. He's going to draw the foul against Geodude. And Phantom is going to head back to the line. Danny Phantom with 4 points already. I mentioned 4 points on the season entering this game. And Danny Phantom will head to the line. It's 38-35. Phantom, a chance to increase the lead. First shot. Good. Danny Phantom's got 5. And like I said, this team really playing as a team. The Cubones really playing as a team. The opening half still. Only Greninja hasn't scored on them. And Phantom's going to make them both. Danny Phantom's got 6 to 10 points total on the season. Here's Sandslash taking it the other way. Defense coming from Hunter. Sandslash, little spin move. Gonna do another spin move. Sandslash still with dribble. Finds Geodude over to Shiny Geodude. Back to Geodude. Sandslash with it. Gets a screen from Geodude. 2 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Blocked by Umbreon. 0.5 on the shot clock. Graveler's ball. It's going to be a near impossible task to get done. Umbreon says, no way. Second block of the game at least. Umbreon entered this one with none on the season. Hit on top. Heaves it. Got it off in time, but it's no good. It's rebounded by Ursaring. Ursaring, the leading rebounder in the KBA, entering this one. Ursaring takes the pass. Going to give it off to Umbreon. Umbreon's got Geodude covering him. Umbreon finds Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime with it. Back to Umbreon. Gonna go to his right. 3 on the shot clock. Umbreon got to get one up. Last second, heaves it up in traffic. No good. Rebound by Ursaring. Great work. Finds Haunter for 3. You know it! Haunter from downtown. Up to 7 on the game. And Ursaring's rebounding, continuing to be so valuable. Timeout called by Rock Tunnel. 1:27 to go in the third. The Lavender Town Cubones pulling away. They're up 8 at this stage. And what a performance it's been by them. Like I said, everyone on the team other than Greninja has at least 2 points. So it's been a strong group effort in this one. Game I also belonging to Marowak, who's been fantastic, especially in the third quarter, 7 points. Swampert with 8 points in the third quarter. The majority of the scoring done for the Gravelers. And both of these teams are playing better offensively in this third quarter. Shooting percentages are up. 45% is what the Cubone shot in the first quarter, while the Gravelers shot only 40%, but those numbers seem to have risen a little bit as timeout coming to an end. Gravelers got to get something, got to get their offense in motion. Here comes Hitmontop. Finds Swampert. Swampert, 8 in the quarter. He's going to pass it off. Wide open Sandslash over Ursaring. Gets that to fall, barely getting it off in time. Sandslash with the bucket, up to 4 on the game, averaging 10.5 entering this one, so it has been an ideal game. Phantom spin move, stripped by Geodude. Shiny Geodude takes it the other way, slows down. Defended by Umbreon, will find Sandslash. Sandslash, it's a 6-point game. Sandslash going to the outside, now going to the inside. Sandslash just outside the paint, finds Shiny Geodude off a deflection. His shot won't fall, rebounded by Haunter. Haunter rushing it up court. Swings it to Mr. Mime. Haunter recovers that after the ball's tipped. Inside, Ursaring. Defended by Geodude. Ursaring. Nice job escaping to avoid the 3 in the key. Haunter's going to heave one up. That's no good. And that just got Ursaring out of position, unfortunately. So the Gravelers are able to grab the defensive rebound. Here's Hitmontop. No shot clock. Final minute of the opening half. Final seconds of the third quarter, apologies. Here's Hitmontop. Bounce pass. Swampert, 3 on the clock. Over Phantom. No good. Rebound by Ursaring. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Lavender Town Cubones maintain a 6-point lead as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Stick around. We'll be back shortly. One quarter between one of these teams separates us from one of these teams being 2-1 and one of these teams being 1-2. We take a look at the assist of the game. It's more so on the scorer than anything, but I guess the statistician's feeling a bit generous. Marowak the feed, Umbreon getting it done with the spin move. As I welcome you back to Graveler's Cave. Curtis Coleman on the call for KBA on Elite Four TV, and the Lavender Town Cubones with a 43-37 lead through 3 quarters. An alley-oop play, and it doesn't work out. They're rushing the other way. Oddish for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Onyx inside, gets it to go. And once again, they're getting it done by really separating the best rebounder in the KBA, Ursaring, from the play. And he was behind it there, and we were able to grab the offensive rebound as Ursaring puts it in over Crystal Onyx on that play. Cubones have outscored Gravelers in every quarter so far. Ursaring's got 4 points. There's a shooting foul called against Umbreon. Oddish will head to the line. Oddish only 9 points so far averaging 19 per game entering this one, leading the KBA 1 point a game ahead of Frieza. The game were to end now, it would be down to 15.7, which isn't bad, which by no means is bad, but it would fall to third. Oddish first free throw is good. Oddish has a game high 10 now. Remember, has the season high with 21 points in its best game. As Swampert subbed out for Snorlax. Swampert after that outstanding third quarter with 8 points. Taken off the court. And you wonder what rotations these teams are thinking for the end of the game. It's approaching, and if you're Lavender Town, you probably want Ursaring out there. Really, no matter what, Umbreon's proven itself to be a closer this season. Right now, they do have their starters on, so you wonder if they go 2-minute break maybe, and then come back in with 3 minutes left. Is Haunter's shot. A wild decision over Shiny Geodude. Doesn't fall. Other end, Treecko can't get that one to fall. Greninja, despite this type disadvantage, has defended Treecko fine this game. Snorlax nearly a steal. Haunter gets it right back, though. Reclaims the ball. Haunter dribbling backwards. Haunter just looking like a black hole on offense right now. Here's Greninja. Greninja. Bounce pass. Ursaring. Got it. It's a long 2. His foot was on the line, but Ursaring's got 6. Ursaring entering this one 10th in the league in scoring with 11.5 points a game. The lead up to 6 now. Treecko with it. You got to get the ball in your scorer's hands. And now that's what they've done. Oddish, 5 on the shot clock. They're moving quite slowly for a team down 6. Puts up an awkward shot. Gets it to fall over Umbreon. Oddish, difficult shot-making ability on display, and they call that a 3. It's a 1-bucket game all of a sudden. Umbreon finds Marowak. Marowak the 3. Good! Marowak's got 13. Going blow for blow right now. Treecko finds Snorlax. Snorlax is going to pull up. Yes, sir! The big man from deep. Timeout called by the Cubones as the teams have been exchanging 3-pointers. And it's only a 3-point game all of a sudden. And you worry about Lavender Town because did they use all their starters? And yeah, they're going with Muck now. Oh, Muck and Ursaring, the double big lineup. Marowak to Greninja. Gets a screen from Ursaring. And a foul against Treecko. That comes off the screen by Ursaring. Greninja will head to the line with its first opportunity at points. Greninja averaging 7.5 points a game. Entering this one. Not looking ideal in this one. Not looking ideal tonight. But has the opportunity to give Lavender Town a multiple bucket lead.
Shooting 2.
Got it. So now every player who has played has a point now for the Cubones. And Greninja is going to hit them both. They take it to the other side. Pass, tipped, stolen by Greninja, but is going to dive to save it out of bounds. And as a result, it's going to be Graveler's ball. Great effort from Greninja. Turns into a mistake, and the Gravelers will get a second chance. Onyx. Treecko. to Oddish. That's to Onix. Onix up against Muck. Finds Coughing. Both teams running the double center lineup. Oddish, 3, no good. Rebound by Ursaring, and that's what he does best. Umbreon at the other side. He does best at closing games, and he's going to lose it, not showing it on that play. A steal by Crystal Onix. Coughing. Why is Coughing moving so slow? 2:40 to play. It's a 5-point game. Alley-oop to Treecko. Yes, sir. The poison and grass type. The unlikely duo combining. And a timeout called by the Cubones. It's a 3-point game. As mentioned, Treecko entering this one. Averaging 3 points a game. Player of the game, Ursaring. Yep. Ursaring only 6 points, but man, has Ursaring been valuable on the glass. It's been the main difference. A very Bill Russell-esque game for Ursaring, and they've taken Ursaring out of the game now. A disastrous move, potentially. Right after being named player of the game, Ursaring comes out, and I don't care if you're tired at this point. You got to close the game. Not sure what Coach Prince is doing. That's a miss and a rebound by Snorlax. Here they come. Oddish breezes by. In comes Oddish. Will finish. Oddish has 15. And all of a sudden, they take out Ursaring, and it's a 1-point game again. Greninja turns around, gets a screen from Mr. Mime. Greninja's 3 won't fall. Rebounded by Onix. Here comes Sandslash. Pass inside. Treecko for the lead. Yes! Treecko gives the Gravelers the lead, and a disaster. A disastrous coaching decision by Prince. And the foul comes against Greninja, that type disadvantage. And Treecko with a chance to make it a 2-point lead. Treecko, 13 points. Now up to 14, has raised his scoring average by over 3 points a game with his performance in this one. Greninja breaks by Treecko, will try the mid-range. Got it with the foul! Talk about redeeming yourself. Greninja gets it to fall. And the multiple Rileys on the bench cannot believe the call. Neither can Treecko, and Ursaring loves it. Umbreon loves it. High fives all around for Greninja, who will head to the line with the opportunity to give his team the lead. Greninja's shot is good. Oddish. Sandslash. Cutting inside. Sandslash over Haunter. Doesn't fall. Rebound by Marowak. Great work getting up there. Marowak turns. Dishes it to Umbreon. Umbreon to Greninja. Greninja's going to drive. Greninja kicks out. Haunter for 3. No good. Rebound by Sandslash. Sandslash pass out to Treecko. Treecko. 73 seconds left. He's going to turn around. Blocked by Umbreon on the turnaround jumper. Greninja on the other side. Greninja the spin move. Greninja! What a finish by Greninja! A bunch of Frokies have got to be watching on. Feeling so proud right now. Greninja's got 7, all in the 4th quarter. And a timeout called by the Gravelers. 53 seconds left. And it's a 3-point game. Is the play. What is Coach Riley drawn up? Treecko finds Sandslash. Fakes a pass. Sandslash is going to get a bit of room. Takes the open midi. That's good. Sandslash has 6. 43 seconds left now. Greninja takes the inbound. Greninja takes it forward up against Treecko. Greninja the spin move. Greninja driving over Treecko. Doesn't fall. Rebounded by Treecko. Here's a huge opportunity. Sandslash for the lead. Good! Gravelers lead! And the crowd goes wild! The team loves it. Snorlax loves it. Oddish loves it. This is the most alive I think I've seen Snorlax looking. Timeout called by the Cubones as they advance the ball past half court. Greninja. 4 seconds separate shot and game. Greninja gets a little bit of room. Greninja, what a finish! Are you kidding me? The crossover, the drive, and look at the athleticism he got on that dunk. Springing into the air, living up to the frog comparison. Oh no! Oddish with the backcourt violation. What was Oddish doing? Takes the inbound, steps beyond half court, and all of a sudden, the ball given right back to the Cubones. Ursaring, you gotta pass it. Finds Greninja. Greninja fouled right away by Treecko. And Greninja will head to the line. Could Oddish, the team's leading scorer, the KBA's leading scorer, have just cost its team the game? That looks very possible. Greninja got 10 in the quarter. What a closeout performance by Greninja. This will be one that will likely live on for the Water Dark type. As the Cubones are up 3, Oddish is going to pull up. Long 2, won't go. Rebound, Greninja takes it out, and it's a foul against Treecko. Greninja will head back to the line with 10 seconds left. And the Cubones, with the power of teamwork, really, everyone scoring, everybody getting involved, and one of the great fourth quarter performances you will ever see from Greninja. 13 points in the quarter. As the final seconds tick down, Oddish, you gotta move it up quick. Swampert, quick give. Oddish, 3, no good. Rebound by Greninja, and that'll do it. As mentioned, one of the great fourth quarter performances you'll ever see from a player. Greninja, 13 points in the quarter. And the Lavender Town Cubones take this one, 63-58 the finals. Take the victory on the road and improve to 2-1 on the season. As for the Grabblers, you have to regroup, not let it get into your head, because at the end of the day, it was Oddish that made the costly mistakes and couldn't get the job done, while this star player, Greninja, did. Thanks for joining us for KBA Action on Elite Four TV. I'm Curtis Coleman. We'll see you next time.